talked. Ah, fuck. I am so sorry, guys. I talked with myself for like 5 minutes. I'm sorry. That is, oh man, beginner mistake. Well, you have to look into the VOD for the stuff. Maybe I'll cut it out of there. Oh man, that is painful. Yeah, Whisper takes the pole position in the pre-qualifying. This is pre-qualifying, by the way, and yeah, pre-qualifying determines whether you go into Division 2 or Division 1. Division 1 obviously is the big interesting race, and yeah, Division 2 is like the, let's call it the rookie race for everybody. And yeah, this pre-qualifying determines who goes where. I don't know what the exact cutoff is. This will be given to us shortly. And yeah, we have now a lot of people moving into spectator. Let's have a sip of herbs tea. I actually need to refill my cup. So, okay, while they are going to figure out who is going into who, I will again show you the track presentation. And yeah, this is Melbourne track. You just saw it in the pre-qualifying. We have 14 corners, which are all very different, all very interesting, and all very, very, very tricky to drive. I tried it in the hot lapping server for a little bit, and I have to say, I struggled a lot with it. So turn 1 and turn 2 are very, very tricky to get right. Since turn 2 is a very fast left-hander that sets you up for the next corner, and into turn 3 you have a bit of an overtaking point. So you have to be very precise there. Then 3, 4, 5 is, especially the turn 3 and turn 4 chicane, is not so easy to get correct, because you need to take a lot of risks with the curbs there. And then you have turns 6 and 7, which are also very hard to get right. From turn 8, the whole sector 2 to turn 9s and 10s is a very full speed track where you need to be very aware of your surroundings. You need to be very aware of the walls, very aware of the cars behind you and at the side of you. And turn 9 and 10, obviously, the chicane is very, very tricky to get right. Not a good overtaking spot, in my opinion. I think if you want to try it, then you try it into turn 11, because there is a better braking zone there. But turns 9s and 10s are like the skill check that sets you up for a successful lap. And then, of course, 12, 13, and 14 need also to be navigated. I'll leave you with the track flyover. I'll show you again who's racing where, so that you are not informed. But the next qualifying part is starting. We have no, it is not, it seems like. Then I'll switch back to the PowerPoint, not the PowerPoint, to the picture. And yeah, I like this, it works well. Okay, let's start over again. We have Alpine with Kusandari, Lurku, and Setamis. We have Aston Martin with Staney, or how is it called in-game, Darren, Whiplash, and Tranin. We have Cadillac with Umpa. We have a Ferrari with Jormeli, Boxer Evo, Cyberpunk, Haas with Jakub and Tobicek. We have McLaren with Charged. Hey! Stop doing this. We have McLaren with Charge, Jono and Leitbar. We have Mercedes with Grandi, Steph and Hendrik. We have the Racing Bulls with Froseni, Vispa and Nestori. Then comes Red Bull with Thin Ghost and Black Rose. We have Sauber with McWisn, Dramet and Igiava. We have J-Bands, Couch Herret and Grongoys last but not least in the Williams. And yeah, there seems to be still some kind of misunderstanding or something like this. So I'll just show you the track flyover that Waffle prepared so very well. Yeah, this is turn 1 and 2, approach to 3 and 4. And on the right side you see that curbing, you can take this. You have to be careful because it's a lot of risk, but if you do correctly you gain a lot of speed and lap time. Then we come into turn 6, 5 and 6. And we have the rest of the turns here. You know what? I'm going to switch servers because I don't understand who is racing where. It's pre-qualifying 2. Okay, we are in pre-qualifying 2 right now. I'll spare you the details of that. Just have a look around the track. It's very lovely. Very nice track. Cyberpunk designed it and I think he did a very good job. It's very high quality. It's a very high quality track and it is certainly very, very cool to drive and to enjoy by your own. So I let the slides play out so you can read who's driving where. And I'll have a look at the server to see what's going on right now. Because I am a little bit confused right now, to be fair. Pressure of 20 people watching. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of chatting going on right now. People are switching from spectator to driver, but not much is happening yet. While we are at it, let's go here. I can show you the available strategies for the race, and I just realized that my face cam is covering up a little bit of the picture. So let's do it like this. So we have, and thank you to Ikiyawa for this graphic. We have a lot of different strategies as you can see. We have 3 compounds of tires, so like the hard, the medium and the soft. And as you can see, there are multiple ways to make a race strategy going. You can go medium hard and push to the very end. You can go medium soft medium, you can go hard medium hard, you can go medium medium hard. There is a very endless amount of options. Obviously the softs will make you faster, but they will also degrade a lot. And the mediums and the hards have a little bit more long run capabilities, but obviously the hards will be very, very strong in my opinion. I think most people will go for either a 1 or a 2 stop because you don't want to spend a lot of time in the pit lane being obviously stationary there. You need your time on track to just, get your speed, get your car running. And while the guys are still discussing something, let me adjust my headrest so that I can relax a little bit, but that doesn't work. Maybe I'll need to do it like this. Oh yeah, that is the spot. Oh yes. Very, very good. Okay, guys. I hope there is everything all right. I show you the track flyover one more time, so that we have something else to look at besides strategies and the in-game chat. And I have to say, Waffle always does a very great job with these kind of videos. I'm so happy that he's helping me here. It's unfortunate that he is not here today with co-casting, but he couldn't make it in time. So yeah, he sent me these videos. The track map is from him, and he's done a great job. I hope he will be with us the next race, and I hope he will have a look at my quality, because again, I forgot to press play at the start of the stream, and I am still furious about it. Yeah, Loku, hello, welcome to the chat, mate. Yes, I have the driver's gloves on, because when I'm sitting on my PC, I get cold hands very, very fast. So these driver's gloves help me a lot. Let me show you that. These are my old bicycle gloves. They are very worn out, but whenever I play TSU, I use them quite a lot, because again, they are comfortable, they keep me warm, and they help me a good bit. This is if you are struggling with cold hands while you are sitting on PC, this is a small life hack. Get these like fingerless gloves, and they will really help you staying warm and comfortable, but they don't hinder you too much on the keyboard with the racing. Okay, seems like we are approaching the start of the first qualifying. I'll switch you guys over to the game chat so that you can see what the drivers are still discussing. Blue flags. Lap cars have to be given space when being lapped. Lap cars have to give space when being lapped. So be very careful. Feels like a first date. Okay. Froseni is talking about his favorite thing, chicken. So in Finnish English, that means the chicane. It's always, yeah, you know how it is. It's very tricky to get this right. But we are finally here. Q1 is underway, and let's see who goes for it and who stays left behind. Let's switch to Yehuda and spectate how the new Audi team is going to proceed in this race. And Yehuda, their new player, but he is very fast, so I think he has a good chance to maybe get into Q2. But let's see what is happening. Of course, the cars are ghosted in qualifying. Yes, we could do... Oh, Yehuda missed the checkpoint. That's unfortunate. If you go over these red balls with the black bollards, you will miss the checkpoint and you have to reset. This is, yeah, very important. We see another car resetting there. I think that was a Sauber. In fact, it was McVision. I think he took the chicane with a little bit too much bravado. But nonetheless, he is still underway and trying to get now his second lap in order. We already have a 51.9 from Bremit, which is something else. That is a very fast lap. McVision warming up his tires, now going for his final lap attempt in his Sauber. And you don't see very often Saubers at the front. I am not aware right now if they had a pole position in the last 10 years. They had obviously pole positions with Robert Kubica in their BMW days, but not as Sauber, I think so. Ooh, there's a car again on the wall that looked like Yehuda, like the Audi from him. We have yellow flags out in the chicane. Somebody was there over the line. And seems like Dremet keeps the pole position for now, but obviously we have to look for the last 5 places. And right now, it seems like Vispa is out of contention. McVisson just crosses the line now. He goes into 14th, so he might be safe. Vispa also safe, but only 15th. Thales coming in, Mr. Bubbles and Yehuda. So that means Kusandari, Grongos, Thales and Mr. Bubbles and Yehuda all are eliminated. And we will continue very soon to Q2. McVisson did indeed have the save of his life, but I think Vispa even more. He just made it over. And yeah, necessarily pointing that out. So we have a very, very good 51.9. That is so crazy. Just look at this. Frosseni, who's I think the fastest TSU driver, he has a 52.8, so nearly a second slower. Of course, you wouldn't show your full pace yet. You know, hey, I got a 52, that is quite a lap time, that is good, that is in contention, and then you maybe don't push the second lap too much. But in case of McVisson, for example, who scored a 53.8, you saw how close it was, and he fucked up his first lap completely. Oh no, he has a 52.8, 53 is Vispa. Okay, yeah. What I'm also a little bit baffled about is that Kosandari didn't make the cut, but I think he had maybe some troubles. But we will see. So yeah, that means one Audi out. The one and only running Cadillac out. Mr. Bubbles in the Haas out as well. And Grongos in one Williams and one Alpine. So apart from the weird Cadillac and Audi combo being there, I think that is something that would make a normal F1 grid, let's say. I have to clean my nose real quick. I will mute myself. Be right back. Okay, here I am back. I hope I muted the right microphone. So, let's have a look again. We are approaching corner 3 and 4 already. It seems like my nose cleaning took a little bit longer than I expected. But yeah, you see how much curbs and grass the drivers are taking. They are already at full risk mode. Hey Velasco, nice to see you, man. Hope you are enjoying the show. We are at Australia, first round of the championship, obviously. But we are in the first lap of Q2, and currently it looks like we are looking ahead into a very interesting rest of the qualifying. Yono in the McLaren scoring 51.9, which should be best so far. But now he fucked up maybe a little bit and he goes slow. And me saying fucked up, does it mean that I get now a fine from the FIA? Sad. Oh, J-Benz. That must have hurt. He is in 6th right now, but nobody is safe. You never know. Let's spectate Darren in the Aston Martin, who also takes full risk over the curbs. And let me quickly check something in OBS. Yeah, everything seems normal here. By the way, if you are wondering what that music in the background is, that music is from Speed World motorsport themed synthwave band, I would call it. Very cool stuff. Go check them out. They are on Bandcamp. I have hopefully put a link to them somewhere. If not, I will do it afterwards. But yeah, with that, Q2 concludes. Iggy, Cyberpunk, Darren, Egwizen, and Couchferret are eliminated. And we continue. We still have then Stealth, Boxer Evo, J-Benz, Nestori, Whisper, Grandi, Charge, Dramet, Proseni, and Yono in contention. But right now you see, obviously Iggy Other had some troubles. The 55.6 is not his normal pace. But Cyberpunk with the 52.7, that is already 1/10 faster than the cutoff time in Q3, which is interesting how this evolves. Also, the field very condensed right now. We have the top 4 only separated by 1/10, then another 10th, maybe the 5, 6, 7, and then the rest of the field. So everything can happen right now. Team-wise, it looks like our Racing Bulls are very close together, and we are starting with Q1 or with Q2 already. Q3, dang, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's stay at Dremet. He had already a pole position in Q1. Let's see if he can convert this into something, but his first lap already very wide on the exit of turn 2. I think he'll need another attempt. Whiplash now connecting. Interesting. Oh, drive it again wide. Sad. Let's see what Whisper is doing for now. We are going to see the lap times very, very soon. Oh, 51.9 by Froseni, who takes the cake right now. Oh, Whisper goes very wide out. Boxer even not over the line yet. Okay, now he will be. But with 7 seconds slower, I think he had an issue. Let's see. We have Nestori here and Whisper. There are 3 V-Carbs here. 1, Nestori, Froseni, and Whisper. Yeah, true. That's interesting. They brought all their drivers into the full race. That is something else. J-Benz now commencing onto the final turn. We have, oh no! Oh, poor J-Benz. Oh, that must have hurt. We have Charged now, who takes the lead with 51.7. Insane pace, I have to say. It is crazy. And let's wait. Oh no, Boxer Evo or also over the line. Yeah, Whiplash now complaining that he was too late, but that's if he can't manage his schedule, then it's not the organizer's fault. Yeah, that is insane. We have Charged and Grandi, Froseni, Nestori, Jono, Stealth, Boxer Evo, Whisper, Dramet, and J-Benz in 10th place. Let's see where this takes us. Obviously, we will have a duel between Mercedes, V-Carb, and McLaren at the front. A little more behind is then the only Ferrari that is driving today, I think. And then at the end we have a Sauber and J-Benz in the Williams. Okay, I will switch for a second to the track flyover, just to get you still excited over this brilliant video. And I'll munch down on some crisps. Because I haven't had too much for dinner and I like crisps. Ah, yeah, that is good. I have to cancel the flyover for a second. Here you can see the full standings. So charged will start from the sorry. Charged will start from the pole position, then Grandi, Frosendi, Nestori, Jono, Stealth, Boxer, Vispa, Dremet, J-Benz, Couchferret, McVision, Darren, Cyberpunk, Ingi, Kosandari, Grongos, Thales, Mr. Bubbles, and Yehuda. Okay. Race will start in 30 seconds. Good luck, have fun, fair racing. We read in the chat. I hope that will be the case. Nice. Okay. Whew. It will be intense. I have one problem. I had accidentally deleted the Ego Cam. So no Cam 5 today, sorry, Cam 5 enjoyers. But I haven't figured out yet how to put these settings. And we will spectate in Cam 1 for now. And let's enjoy the start together with Nestori already chopping across to secure the place from who's behind Nestori, Jono. We have Froseni already making an attack into the third turn behind Grandi and charged. And let's see what the back of the field is doing. We have Vispa attacked by Dremet, but it seems like he can hold everyone behind. We have J-Vance, then McVision, McVision, who is already looking to gain a place here, but Couch Ferret is a very clever ferret. He can defend from here. Darren getting a little punt in the back by Igiara. Cyberpunk in 15th right now. Very out of place in my opinion. Kusandari in the back there in P16. We have Grongos, Mr. Bubbles, who already lost a lot of time. And Yehuda, who is looking like he has some car troubles. Seems like he's struggling a bit. But nonetheless, let's move forward again. We have Grongos attacking Kusandari with a very, very well-timed chop there. But Kusandari holds strong and keeps his P16th for now. Up in front, let's stay with both of them for a second. But, was it a missed checkpoint for Kusandari? No, it doesn't look like it. And Kusandari now attacking Cyberpunk, but Cyberpunk defending the outside, and he keeps his place as well. P15 for Cyberpunk right now, with Iggy and Darren in front. And it seems like not much have changed so far. We have here the two Williams with Couch Ferret and Williams and J-Benz. I'm sorry. Let's switch to the bigger picture here on the right. And yeah, up here in front, Vispa currently trying to get past Boxer Evo, but Boxer Evo, very, very experienced driver. But what is this fight here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people charged, who seems to made a mistake. He has fallen back from the lead, and he now has to fight back. Obviously, in front of him, now Stealth, Jono, Nestori, Grandi, and Froseni even. Oh no, Freseni is leading. We see up to Grandi. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, there we saw a lot of curves from Nestori, who now takes full advantage of that and goes into P2 behind his teammate Freseni in P1. And Grandi there taking now the pursuit of this. We have a change in the back. Kusandari and Gongos are fighting still. But so far, not much else is happening. Stealth trying to get past Charged, who managed it. Or not Charged, I think that was Yono. I'm not quite sure if Yono outbraked himself or had another issue. It looked a little bit weird. Stealth also drove a little bit into him, but I'm not quite sure. We see Grandi here now trying to take the slipstream from Nestori to hit his advantage. Will we see a move into turn 3? No, Nestori stays in front, Grandi behind, and it is still on. Let's look behind. Yono right now behind Boxer Evo, who managed to get in front of him. And I feel like I'm missing out on all the great fights. It's very hard to have an overview of everything. But let's stay with McVision and Jabens right now, who are also very, very close. Oh, I think they're in front. Yeah, Boxer Evo now in front of Yono. And does Boxer Evo keep the position? Wow, break lock up there. Yono with maybe the better exit. Let's see what is happening into the turn 1. But I think Yono plays it smart and he bites his time. Jabens meanwhile still under attack from McVision, but McVision doesn't find a way past. And meanwhile Darren is trying his best to keep up with these two and make it a 4-way fight with Couch Ferret. This is insane action right now, which we are getting served here. And also Cyberpunk is up in the mix. Cyberpunk made a very good recovery. He already gained 2 places, if I recall correctly. And will we see a move from Cyberpunk? The Ferrari looks strong here, but oh yeah, there it was. Couch Ferret overshot the corner a little bit. He tried a retaliation around here, but to no avail. Corner 13 and 14 belong to the red stallion of Cyberpunk. Whoa, who takes a lot of risk into the first corner. But he secures his spot. And now he has Darren in his eyes, and McVision and Jabens. But let's look behind a little bit. Kusandari lost a little bit of space to Grongos, approximately 3 seconds. I think he's struggling a little bit with what is happening here on track. Thales in the yellow Cadillac is very far off contention. Mr. Bubbles behind him, and Yehuda. I think Yehuda had a little bit of a bad start, bad getaway on the start, maybe crashed. I'm not quite sure. Let's stay with Rossini for a while and enjoy his insane pace here. With his medium tires, by the way, I think he is in a good spot right now to get really up to speed and to get a bigger gap on Nestori. But I hope they have team orders in place so that Freseni is not under threat by like undercuts or different strategies from Grandi or Nestori right now, who are fighting fiercely. My god, what did we miss? It is extremely interesting here seeing these two. Grandi with his mats, also Nestori with mediums, by the way. That's why I switched places for a second. Nestori taking here a lot of risk into the turn 1-2 combo, and Grandi nearly gaining an advantage due to this, but Nestori stays in front. I'm sorry. Grandi has to now play it perfectly to get ahead of Nestori. Will he try it into the chicane? No. And Nestori with very big risk there. If you do this, you risk really losing a checkpoint there, and therefore you have to reset the car, which would be a dramatic shame for everybody involved. Let's see behind these two. We have Charged here, trying to get past Stealth, but I think that won't happen for a time. You see, with these riskier moves, you gain a lot into turn 1, but it's very hard to benefit of that, and it is even harder than to go past anyone, for that matter. And we here have Yono, who's trying to attack Rabbit now, but he won't manage to get the inside, I think. So he also has to... Oh no! Charged with too much risk there. Maybe with a little bit of a push from Stealth, but I'm not quite sure if I saw that correctly. It was a shame that we switched positions there. But yeah, I think Charged, he is really furious with himself right now. He threw away the lead at the start. Again, we don't know what really happened, if he was involved into collisions with other drivers or if he crashed on his own fault, again, like this right now. But yeah, Charged now, finding himself in 12th. I think he now has to... Well, has to try a different strategy maybe. But it is very hard right now for him. And I feel for him, and I hope he really doesn't let this incident get to his heart. Oh, I thought Yono would go for it, honestly. I really thought so. Let's look at the back of the grid a little bit. So J-Benz now gained a little bit time from McVison, roughly 3 seconds. We have Darren behind and Charged, who well got force resetted. If Grongos and Couchshared, 2 of the Williams. I just realized now that we also have 3 Williams. We have 3 Racing Bulls and 3 Williams, which is very weird to say, but hey man, these cars look good, so I am not complaining. Cyberpunk right now. By the way, I hope you can hear the game sound properly. I tested a little bit with it in the soundcheck before the stream, and I am not quite sure if the game sound is really audible, but I tried to make it interesting anyway. And speaking of making it interesting, Cyberpunk, who closed the gap to both of the Williams, really took there a lot of curbs and too much curbs, and now has to regain his gap to Coach Ferret in order to really get back into the fight. And meanwhile, Kusandari in the Alpine here is also trying his best to come back and make something happen. Let's see here. Lapping soon. Ooh. Loco, can you hear the game sound good? Otherwise I'll change it. Oh yeah, already the first lapping happening. Let's hope Yehuda plays it smart and is very careful with Froseni. Speaking of that, yeah, he does very well to get out of his way. That is very nice to see. It is always good that lapped cars are aware that they are lapped and that they get out of the way in a safe manner. And yeah, I think that is very, very good. We have now Yehuda behind, who's that? Grandi. And I think soon, who's then Stealth will also make up the gap. But honestly, might take a while. Stealth has 5 seconds gap to Grandi, which is huge, by the way. Also, I think, is everybody on meds? Is that just me, or is really anybody on meds? Let's see. Darren is on hearts. Grongos, I think that's an H for hard too. And Igiava as well. Atalis also. Besides that, really nobody is on hearts. The rest is on mediums. And we see the first pit stops. Nestori coming into the pit lane already in lap 16. Also Grandi behind him. McVision now in front of Nestori, obviously. And let's see, we have Nestori and Grandi. And I think someone else must have pitted. Who do we have? Who do we have? Yeah, Stealth also pitted. Interesting. Dramet as well. And yeah, I think we got. Oh, Yehuda with the crash. And no. Yono crashed into Yehuda. Whisper tried to play it cool and not to take advantage. Oh, Whisper also on hard, by the way. Yono now driving into the pit lane. I think that's the sensible way to do it. Boxer Evo still staying out. Yono in the pit as just proclaimed. Yeah, that happens. Game sounds silent. Okay. Then I'll try to crank it up. Okay, I think my ears will now fall off. Because I'm obviously hearing that as well. I think I lift the headset a bit so that it's not so super loud. Can you hear it now better, Lurku? Can you, that would be nice if you could tell me. And yeah. Can I tune it up here? No. I need to find a way to do this better for the next time. Yeah, I have cranked this up. Okay. Yeah, Lurko, let me know if the game sound improved for you now. Yeah, sounds fine. That is good to hear. I now only have to find a way to make it not so super loud for me anymore. But for now, having the headset only on half of my 2 ears helps me tremendously. Okay, so back to the racing action. Froseni currently in P3 because he just pitted last lap. We have Boxer Evo who hasn't pitted yet on his hard tires. And Whisper, who also hasn't pitted yet on his hard tires, in front. Yehuda still in last place. He is slowing down. Very nice job from him. Very good to let the lap cars through. He goes into the pit lane and he does a fantastic job in fair racing, and it is very nice to see that. Really, really nice. Charged in P17 right now. He was also just in pit. And we see now also Kosandri in the pit lane. Kosandri is still in front of Yehuda, so that means Yehuda is nearly lapped by the whole field, which is something, I guess. Charge now trying his best to get past Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk also very, very good at blocking, but Charged has the fresher tires, and I think Cyberpunk knew that and gave way. Charged, whoa, he is now really on a mission. He has to get now McVision, who is 7 seconds in front. And McVision currently fighting with his teammate, Igiava, and I don't think there will be a lot of fighting there. Obviously, it's teammates. And this means that McVision now behind Couch Ferret again. And maybe he can try his luck. Couch Ferret wasn't in the pits yet. He is saving his tires maybe for a longer second hard stint. Ooh, there's a slow car here, which is Dremet. I think Dremet crashed. Man, sad for him. Grongos, Jono, and Stealth now overtaking Darren with quite some force. Whoa! But I think I know why. Yeah, Darren is on used hards, and obviously Stealth with his fresher sets of mediums is quite in a better... whoa, we have a resetting car here on track. Who's that? Mr. Bubbles, I think? Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, and Stealth has obviously, with the used... with his fresher set of mediums, has better pace and now can get away from Darren. Not with ease, but with relatively lower effort. Meanwhile, Freseni has stayed with Grandi for the time being. Grandi, was also on pit lane. So Grandi must have... Oh yeah, true. Grandi was one of the first to pit. Grandi... if it's good for you, Loco, I am very satisfied that you are currently like the only one in chat, so you get to make the rules. It's simple. Yeah, and Freseni, Grandi are obviously two very skilled players. I think Grandi goes for the 2-stop with 2 times medium, and Freseni for the 1-stop. That's why we are seeing Grandi pulling away right now, because obviously he has to make up for another stop in the future, possibly. I mean, yeah, it may get kind of short. Mini did like, what, 18 laps on his first stint. So another 18, that's 60, 30, 36. And that makes the rest 15. The question is, can a soft compound do 15 laps? And for that, we'll have a look at the strategy board from Iggy. And we see that if you do medium, yeah, you can take softs at the end. So softs at the end for Grandi would be an option. We see that here Freseni is doing the 1-stop with a very early stop. He must have pitted like 2 or 3 laps ago, so the earliest possible. But obviously Freseni, I think he knows a little bit more about the game than the rest of us, so I would say that he is the knowledge base when it comes to good strategies, and not I. Okay. Oh, these chips are so good. Let's have a sip of tea. I have to relax my voice from time to time, because it gets very stressful talking. Also like strenuous on the voice. So yeah, I have to be a little bit careful. Don't want to overdo it. And yeah, I think we go, was this? Oh yeah. Let's have a cinematic look for now. Stealth is trying to get away from Vispa, and here we see nothing into the first corner. Yeah, Vispa with a very good line, and let's view it like this. I like this far away chase cam. I like this very much for broadcasting, because you see a lot what's going on around the cars, and still you can make out every detail on track. Ooh, Vispa taking a very good line, and if Stealth isn't careful, which he isn't, he might lose the position now, because Vispa is obviously on the faster line. Wow, very smart braking move. Vispa now again side by side. And brilliant racing there by both. Really well done. Vispa with the nose in front, and Vispa made it. What a fight. 5-6 5 or 6 corners, side by side action between these two. Obviously, Stealth with a more used medium right now, but Whisper and Stealth, they made it clean. That was a very, very cool fight to look at. Here we have Cyber trying to make it past safely. I think that's Mr. Bubbles. And let me activate the names above cars for you. Because behind... Oops, sorry, that was the wrong button. Behind Cyberpunk we have Jabens and Kusandari, who are obviously both trying to get past him. And I am very interested to see if we see a move here. Cyberpunk on 75% hearts, Jabens on the faster compound with the higher life, with 82% mediums. I think Jabens might have a chance to just win this against Cyberpunk on pure tire performance right now. But Cyberpunk also a tough nut to crack. And you see how fast he is around that 1-2 combination of corners. And also here, Jabens is constantly losing time right now. He is not in a position right now where he can afford these prolonged fights. But this is where he gets dragged in. And this makes it so much interesting right now. Kusandari also behind him with 47% softs. So Kusandari... Kusandari switching to softs obviously gives him a lot of pace, but makes him also very susceptible to having to pit again. Darren on his hards, a little bit on his own here, with Mr. Bubbles getting soon lapped by Couch Ferret. Grongos and Iggy Grongos on his used hard struggling very much, and Iggy on relatively fresh softs, like 60%, yeah, 55, is making short work of getting past Grongos. And yeah, here the back markers are, well, what happened to Frosseni? Wasn't Frosseni in P2? I think he must have had an issue somewhere, so that he got held off by something. Or did I miss this? Was Nestori in P2 the whole time right now? I'm not so sure. But anyway, the field is very stretched out currently. Yano trying to get to Frosseni with Whisper in P5 right now, who's under attack from Stealth and Boxer. Or not under attack, we just saw Whisper a couple of laps ago taking a position from Stealth, but obviously Stealth wants to have his position back at one point. Meanwhile, Thales is in the pit lane getting fresh rubber. And yeah. McVision now coming in with his softs from P8, switching to hard tires. So McVision did medium, soft, hard. I hope he has calculated it in a meaningful way, but we will see what it does. Meanwhile, Yehuda now getting lapped. And yeah, he moves out of the way. That is very nice to see. Very fair racing from him. Obviously, Yehuda is new to this. He's struggling a bit, but he does his best to make it a good experience for the rest of the field. McVision now, fresh tires. Full force push. He is obviously trying to regain his positions. Meanwhile, Cyberpunk looking at the back of McVision's car and thinking to himself, should I overtake him now or should I try later? And obviously he wants to have it done by now, but have in mind, McVision, with the fresh tires, oh no, Cyberpunk into the first corner, taking too much risk there. And Iggy and Catcher it now at the same corner with Darren. Freeway fight right now. Let's stay here. Let's see what Darren does. Ooh, small bump there into Catcher, but nothing major, I would add. Obviously, everybody is just trying to claim a position from somebody else, and he was struggling on his used soft tire, brushing the wall a little bit with his car, but to no avail. Catcher makes it through, and Darren might as well do so too, but I think if Darren took his time there and let Couchferret into the gap, he might have had a chance to just let Couchferret through, follow Couchferret through, and then to nail it. But now, whoa, very good run out of the first two corners. A little bit of an aggressive move there, but honestly nothing I would say is very much over the line. Obviously Darren is let's say a little bit more of a not aggressive but attacking driver, so he does this often, these little nudges, but it's just his racing style, and I think you have to maybe get used to it a little bit. And Couchferret found it out the hard way, and they are exactly both on the same strategy right now, which is fascinating for me. Oh, sorry. Slipped from the keyboard a little bit. Kosandri in P15 right now. Igiava behind. Nestori now in P1. I think Grandi must have pitted. Or Grandi. Yeah, Grandi pitted for fresh hearts like 2 laps ago, I think. And Yono in P3. Forseni in P2 right now. And let's look on the leaderboard here. We have still a fight brewing between Boxer and Whisper, and still made it past. No, damn! I always switch up Stealth and Grandi because obviously they are both driving for Mercedes, but it doesn't make it very easy. Let's see from Cam 3. What Boxer Evo is trying to do. He's on mediums, so is Whisper, and we are looking into very much lap cars, a lot of lap cars here in front. Meanwhile we see, I think that is Yono going into the pit lane, correct? And yeah, when will Whisper make it past the 2 cars in front of him here? Or is it... wait. Oh no, that's... okay, that's Grandi, and between them is, I think, either Couchferret or Grongos. It's Grongos, okay. So, Whisper right now has to try to get up to the left car, and at the same time he has to stay in front of Boxer Evo, which is no easy task. Just Grongos did a great job there of getting out of his way. We see 2 V-carbs, and I think that must have been Nestori and Forseni pitting, and I am completely switching in the wrong direction and just realizing now. Yeah, Forseni now in P5 with Nestori in P4, and Nestori now into the... how do we want to call it? Into no man's land, basically. He has 5 seconds to his teammate behind him, Forseni, and 2.7 seconds to the next car, Boxer Evo, in front. Obviously, Boxer Evo has to pit at a point, and he does so now. Pits together with Whisper, and that means that Nestori will take the lead sooner or later. There's only Grandi, who is 5 seconds in front of Nestori, has 10% less tires and is currently on his own. Grandi also driving free right now, so has free air, which is good news for Grandi, bad news for Nestori. And it will be interesting because right now the gap between those two isn't that much melting as I think Nestori needs, because there's not a lot of laps anymore. There are still like 23. No. 13. I'm sorry. There's still like 13 laps. And Nestori needs to make up this time. But he won't make up this time if he is stuck behind a lapped car. Which is also very bad for him. But honestly, I think this is Grongos. We saw him get out of the way very good last time out. And I think this will be the case again. This time, whoa, necessarily taking a lot of risk there. He loses like 0.5 seconds already there. And Froseni is closing the gap to Nestori right now. We were at 5 seconds like 2 laps ago. Nestori now only 3.6 seconds in front of Froseni. But let's look a little bit around the field. Let's see what is happening. We have McVision, who's hunting down Boxer Evo right now. But, well, Boxer with over a second in front. This means nothing good for McVision, who really has to find a lot of pace. And to that extent, Boxer Evo also on the far better medium tire with 92% versus Hards on 76 for McVision. Jamin's now getting attacked by Charged. Charged is like the unlucky child of this race, definitely. I think he could have done something great, but again here we see these little mistakes today from him, and I think he is just very frustrated right now. And I think with Charged being currently like in P12, that's not where he wants to be. He has scored qualifying pole position after all, and that makes it very, very annoying for him right now. And yes, this is my brother in chat, by the way. Hello, Brudi. And yes, there are no spectators where you can jump in. That's very unfortunate. Like in the good old NASCAR days or F1 days or whatever. Sadly, this game doesn't have a spectator model yet. I hope it will have someday to bring more life to the tracks. But until then, you can only use the grandstands as funny ramps to make a cool parkour video. Anyway, okay, Dravid now trying to get his old rival Cyberpunk, and we will see how this will play out, because Cyberpunk is on very dead hard tires right now. You see him slide out of the corners a lot, the back steps out, and Charged actually made it past Dremet. That is crazy good from Charged. That is also good news for Cyberpunk, who still has to pit, I think. Or will he try to make it to the end with these tires? I'm not quite sure right now. And let's see what others are doing. Darren still with 49%. I think he should pit too. With Kusandri with 71, which makes him very secure there strategy-wise. Grandi on P1 with 73% hearts is, he will obviously drive to the end. Nestori with mediums, I don't know. But I have to admit, I don't really understand the strategy from Nestori and Frosenni, who go mediums, hard mediums. I know it's a valid option, but I think I would have preferred a one-stop. You lose a lot of time here with the pit lane. I mean, yeah, it's not the biggest pit lane in the game, but you lose a lot of time, and it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to go for shorter stints, especially on a track where overtaking is as hard as we saw it. And Yono now slowly but surely closing in to Frosenni. Frosenni kind of manages the gap at 0.8 right now, but if he makes one small mistake, then Yono will be right up there. Yeah, Whisper is very safe. Boxer now behind Stealth, but honestly, looking on the tire situation right here, Boxer getting in trouble with Yehuda here. But yeah, looking at the tire situation, I think Boxer still has a good enough of an advantage to try to make it past Stealth, but he definitely has to hurry up. With then McVision charged with a very unfortunate race, who made it past Dremet, and Cyberpunk, who was in pit lane, pitted for fresh softs, now has to make up a lot of time in a very short period of laps. And I think, I don't think I will find a more interesting fight right now. Because as you can see, the field is very much stretched out. Only Boxer and Stealth are somewhat close together. But I think we'll switch to them in like a couple of laps. Because I want to see what Cyberpunk is capable of doing with his not medium tires, I'm sorry. I'm so used to looking on the orange or the yellow ring around the tires that I forgot that it's like not the medium tires like in real life, but the soft that Cyberpunk is currently running. And I think he has a very good progress right now. He's already 2.2, 2.3 seconds behind from like 5 seconds, which is quite the improvement, and I hope that keeps on going for him. But I think we should switch back to these two here right now, because Boxer Evo has come close now, or closer to Stealth, only below half a second between these two, and I think that we will soon see Boxer Evo trying to get past Stealth. And this is reset there from, I think that was Darren. He must have had a mishap on the chicane, maybe lost a checkpoint or something like this. And let's see if this was the straw that broke the camel's back. I hope so, at least. Meanwhile, at the back... Meanwhile, at the back, Cyberpunk has now made it close to Couch Ferret. And he is proceeding to overtake him with no prisoner to be taken. What a move there. Will he stick it around the outside? Of course he will. The soft tires, whoa, Igiyama coming out of nowhere there. But yeah, the soft tires for Cyberpunk really doing him a favor right now. He has 8 seconds now to close to J-Benz, but Iggy wants to have a talk. He is on used hard tires, but found the pace right now to stick one to Cyberpunk and to try to fight him for P12. here we see J-Benz lapping Kusandari, I think. Yeah, that was the case. And let's see what Boxer and Stealth are doing, because Boxer Evo has come super close. It's 3 more laps. Boxer only finds the wall there, is shown his limits by Stealth, who is fearsomely defending. Couchred with the sorry in chat, which is nice to see. Wow! Boxer Evo with the braking maneuver presses Stealth out of bounds nearly, but Stealth trying to play it cool, still in front there. Boxer Evo just can't find a way by. He now tries to move in the inside, but he has to brake too much there, and Stealth again trading position with him. And I think that is just pure racing, and it's so super cool. Let's watch these two battle it out. Stealth very much on the defense here right now. Boxer now side by side with Stealth, and I think that's it. I think he made it. I think he finally did it. No, he gets out of the corner a little bit, loses speed, and now he has to really place his car correctly, because this is the last 2 laps now. He's tried it on the inside, and turn 1 doesn't work. Stealth closes the door with the better outside line and the exit speed. He is now trying to get it, but to no avail. Stealth pulls away. 0.7 seconds right now. I think Boxer Evo wanted a little bit too much. He played his cards wrong and lost his tire advantage right now. And I think this is it. He's 0.8 seconds away from Stealth right now. He needs a miracle right now to get back into contention for position 6, which is currently occupied by Stealth, who does his best to defend, to keep his position. And it is just immensely interesting to me that after all of this racing, we see such a close battle at the end. And let me quickly open the tab for you to see what currently Drummond and his soft tires are doing. But yeah, nobody is that close. Jono has closed the gap to Frosseni though. Let's see what these two are doing. And Frosseni currently stuck behind a lapped car. Maybe Jono is trying something on the last 2 turns here. Jono? No, he is not close enough. I think Frosseni got this. Yeah. Nestori brings it home. Grandi with the first place. Then Nestori, Frosseni, Jono. Vispa with a very strong 5th. And Boxer Evo. Oh, he nearly had him. And Stealth lets him pass. What a gentleman from Stealth. What a gentleman move. Stealth in 7th. McVison comes home in 8th. Charged 9th. Drummond 10th. J-Benz comes home in 11th. And I think that's everyone. And yeah, that was the race. What brilliant action. Heads up to Grandi and Nestori and Frosseni for such a very good drive. It was a pleasure to watch all of you, and I will send you over now really quick. I hope I can do this. Can I though? Mit dem Publikum interagieren. Oops. I would like to send you over now to Cyberpunk, because he will be doing his post-race analysis, but I don't know if YouTube supports this feature. So I will do the very old school way. No, that is not the very old school way. I will do this. 42. Here he is. Because Cyberpunk also is currently live. And I will share this with you in the chat. And you can hop over to Cyberpunk, support him. And yeah, have a great evening. I thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the race. And I hope you enjoyed my commentary, although it was very janky at the beginning. Yeah, have a look at Cyberpunk stream. I thank you for being here, and yeah, have a great evening, have a good night, and see you on the next race in about, let's say, 1 month. Alright, good night, bye.